If you're a woman over 40 and you tried reverse dieting, you've been told just eat more, your metabolism will heal, you followed the plan, you tracked everything, you increased your calories slowly, and yet your weight went up, your bloating got worse, and your energy went down. And now you're wondering, what's wrong with me? And that's not even the worst part. If you keep following the reverse dieting advice that works for 22-year-old fitness influencers, your metabolism will continue to fight you. And fat loss, it'll feel harder and harder every single year. Today, I'm going to break down why reverse dieting keeps failing for women over 40 and the 6 golden truths that explain what's actually going on inside your body. And if you guys don't know me, I'm Elizabeth with Elizabeth Ayler Fitness. I'm a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, gut and hormone health expert with my degree in kinesiology, CSPS, and my GAPS practitioner. And honestly, credentials just need all over my face and my body. I was over 200 pounds. I got down to 90. I ended up with 15 types of parasites, H. pylori, SIBO, mast cell activation. I was down to 3 foods. And even with that, my whole body would still break out in red patches and I would have chronic gut issues from it. And I went postmenopausal in my 20s and I healed my body ultimately when nobody else could. And I specifically work with women who are, eating clean, working out hard, but they're still feeling stuck. They have hormone issues, constant cravings, fatigue, and I help them lose 5 to 40 pounds in a matter of 90 days, eating more foods, healing their gut, getting their energy back, and feeling their healthiest self with sustainable results, all in just 90 days. And we're going to dive right into it today, but I have to throw it out there because I am so excited. My next 90-day whole body transformation is starting on Monday, April 28th. I can't believe it's already April. And if you're that individual, you're over 40, you feel stuck, you tried all the diets, you're like, I feel run down, I have a busy life, and I need the tools so that this is the last thing that I do to get sustainable results and feel phenomenal. I want you to send me over that DM ready on Instagram or head to the description after I post this video on YouTube and let's set up a call to see if we're that perfect fit. This is not another program. This is not another app. This is not another challenge. This is something where we're addressing the whole body to get you sustainable results and get all of your health and vitality back at the same time. So let's dive right into it. Here are the 6 golden truths of why reverse dieting fails for women over 30. The first one, gut inflammation, that really truly leads to fat storage. See, when your gut is inflamed, it can't process the extra food. And some symptoms that you might recognize, bloating after meals, gas, constipation, or even going in the opposite direction of loose stools, and even feeling tired or heavy after eating healthy foods. And what's going on with that? Let's talk about that. Your gut, it sends stress signals to your brain. Cortisol rises and your body holds on to fat, thinking it needs protection. So when you start eating more food without fixing this, you're just feeding inflammation. And I want to kind of give you an example of this. I have clients that come to me and they come to me for fat loss because everyone wants to get shredded and lean and feel amazing. But then I start talking to them. They have thyroid issues. They have chronic fatigue. Maybe they're not sleeping good. Maybe they had SIBO in the past. They're working with this hormone doctor and they have all these different areas going on, yet they're still pushing it in the gym, cutting their calories, doing the fasting, and their body is in a place where the scale is either climbing or they're stuck. And if you just try to reverse diet or go in the opposite direction and cut your calories more, you're just feeding that inflammation and the weight won't drop. Okay? So And a good example of that too is one of my clients, Amy. I love talking about her, my busy mom of five. She was trying all of the things. She was so stressed, she couldn't go to the bathroom. She was on antidepressants. And we were able to not only get her to lose 27 pounds in 90 days, she's now down over 40 pounds. And at the same time, we did it training 3 days a week from home. She now has daily bowel movements. She's been able to get off of her antidepressants, and she went from 900 calories to 2,200 calories, losing 40 pounds sustainably and getting her health back. And I want to go into the next one now, cortisol. So we all hear about stress, and don't worry, I'm not going to be simple. I have like whole reason I need to explain this to you. Cortisol is really our hidden fat storage switch. So let's talk about stress. Cortisol is that main stress hormone. And when it's high, and I mean high all of the time, due to we're doing tons of cardio, we're not eating enough food, we're stressed with family, work stress, maybe you got gut dysbiosis going on, hormone imbalances, food sensitivities. When that stress is chronic, all of the time coming from all these different sources, your body stores fat, especially around that belly, okay? And here's the kicker. Stress doesn't just come, again, I have to repeat this because it's so important. It does not just come from work or life. It comes from overexercising, undereating, not sleeping, gut issues, hormone issues. So when you try to just eat more on top of not dealing with all of these different stressors going on, your body sees it as another threat. And some signs that cortisol is wrecking your reverse diet is you're wired at night, but tired in the morning. Also, you crave, like really have those cravings for carbs, especially at night. And simply, you can't relax, even when you try. And if you're someone who's constantly stressed, whether it be from life, workouts, or just pushing too hard, drop stress in those comments below. Drop it in the chat. Let's be real about it, because I was that girl, did all the things, still struggling with a stubborn belly fat. Then my hormones went. Then my thyroid went. And that runs your metabolism ultimately. So you could be doing all the things right, but still not getting the results because of it. And for everyone hopping on right now, I am so excited. Again, my next 90-day whole body transformation, it is starting on Monday. And if you're that person, you're ready not only just to transform your body, but to get permanent results, and in a way where you have more time with your family. You know what to eat, when to eat, the food to eat, the whole education component specific to your body to master your metabolism. And you need it simple so that you can get the sustainable results, heal your gut, balance your hormones. Send me over that DM ready on Instagram, or head to those show notes below after I post this YouTube video, and let's set up a call to see if we're that perfect fit for 90-day whole body. We're coming back to it, and I want to talk about the third one, blood sugar swings and chronic cravings and energy crashes. You know that crash after lunch, that 3 p.m. slump? You're like, I need chocolate or I need coffee. That feeling, that's blood sugar chaos. So let's break down the science, because you know me, I'm all about education and I love to explain things. Now, when your blood sugar spikes from poor balance or stress, your body releases insulin. And insulin's job is to pull the sugar out of your blood and store it as fat. And when blood sugar goes and crashes, you could feel tired, irritable, and crave sugar. And also, your body can't access stored fat for fuel. And one thing I really see with so many clients is, we're waking up in the morning, we're grabbing the coffee, then we're going and training and doing the Orange Theory. We're not eating until around 12 o'clock. We think more is better. And when we have all these things going on, it's going to ramp up your cortisol even higher in the morning. And you're going to have a bigger dip, a crash with cravings, with chronic fatigue, with stubborn belly fat. that mood where you could feel happy and sad and have your hormones all over the place in a matter of a day. So eating more without fixing the blood sugar swings, it just feeds the cycle. You could eat a healthy snack. And I want to give you like a tip, because I love giving like simple wins that you guys can start incorporating. Stop the intermittent crazy fasting with coffee first thing in the morning. Get protein within the first 90 minutes, at least 30 grams of protein. Pair that with a little bit of carbohydrates, maybe some berries, something low glycemic, and stabilize your blood sugar levels. It's really going to start working with your hormones versus against it. So you start feeling better, because it's not about, just eating more food or eating clean or cutting calories. It's really about blood sugar and stabilizing it. Love it. I'm excited. I have a few more for you, and I saved the best for last. My next one. So muscle is the missing metabolism maker. For all my women over 40, once we hit perimenopause, it's around 10 to 15 years, and we're losing muscle at a rate of around 30 to 40% faster. So if we're, doing all the cardio, doing all the fasting, doing all these different things that are really creating more stress on our body, and not working on our muscle, guys, is metabolic power. That's going to give us longevity. That's going to help with our insulin. And 1 pound of muscle burns more calories at rest than fat ever will. And without it, your body doesn't know what to do with that extra food. And ask yourself, okay, are you lifting weights? Because if not, your reverse diet is just feeding fat. And it's not about cardio strength training and 15, 30 reps of different things and throwing in burpees in between. Because when we are going through this transition in life, 35, 40, 50 plus, it's about training a different way, especially since we have changes in the estrogen and progesterone. And it's harder to build muscle because we're losing it faster and our hormones are changing. So we have to find the perfect balance with your strength training, with your movement, and even with your cardio, so that you're able to get to a place where your body actually releases the fat. And if you're feeling like this is me and you're tired of doing it alone, send me over that DM ready on Instagram, or head to the show notes below. And because on April 28th, which I can't believe is Monday, I'm opening the doors to this 90-day whole body transformation, where I'll be telling you literally everything that took me years to learn. I put it in this program so that my clients get all of the tools for success in just 3 months, so that they could stop research, stop chat GPT, stop second guessing and trying all of these things, spending years of time and money to be in the exact same spot, and to get fast results in a sustainable way. Now, we're back to it. I got 2 more for you. The next one is going to be poor sleep, because poor sleep really, really throws off our hormones. I call it hormonal chaos, because sleep is where the magic happens. Your body actually releases the growth hormone at night, which helps you burn fat and build muscle. And if we have poor sleep, that increases the cortisol. It lowers your leptin, which is the hormone that makes you feel full and satiated. So everyone dealing with cravings, this is the big one. And and your hunger hormone, which is your ghrelin, increases. Okay. So basically, if we're not getting enough sleep, you're going to be putting your body in a state of chronic stress. You're not going to be making that growth hormone to build muscle and burn fat in the way that we want to. And you're going to be not feeling satiated with your meals, more cravings, energy dips. You may wake up tired, crave sugar, and your body will still be in that survival mode. And reverse dieting with bad sleep, it's like pouring water into a bucket with a bunch of holes in it. Like you're not going to get your results that you want to do. And a little relatable example for you is like you go to bed early, but you wake up tired and you really need that coffee to function and get through your day. That's not normal, guys. And I hear so many women, because I do all of my discovery calls for my 90-day whole body transformation, where, I hop on with women because I always want to make sure we're the right fit and make sure I have you in the right plan of action. And the truth is so many women are in this place where we're trying all the things, we're run down, and it's like the health is the most important thing. If we don't have our health, like, don't expect to get fat loss. And when we yo-yo diet back and forth, it makes it harder and harder to lose the weight, especially as we're getting older. Now, save the best for last, because this is the honest truth. You're not 25 anymore. At 25, you could eat less, you could work out more, and the fat would just whoosh, come right off. At 35, 45, your hormones, stress, and gut health have completely changed. And what worked then, it won't work now, because your body needs a plan, and not what used to work years ago, not what works for a male with all of these different hormones. Because I see so many women, they're like, I tried the trainer, I'm doing all these keto diets that these guys are talking about. And, my client said it best. Her name's Mary. She's 67. She's like, my husband would, and my kids, my boys, would fast and lose 20 pounds. I would fast and get fatter. She's now down over 25 pounds in a way where she's eating more food. She's got so much confidence now that we're literally wearing the shorts, showing off her knees, and wearing, you guys know those Lululemon jackets that are like form-fitting, the zip-up ones, the hourglass? She's like, it's been sitting in my closet for years. And we hopped on a call the other day. She was in that and literally pulled her pants out here. And she's like, Elizabeth, you could fit a whole nother person in here. So it's not about the extremes. It's not just about eat more food. We address her blood sugar. We adjust, everything with her hormones, her gut, but in such a simple way to fit with her busy lifestyle, so that she was able to transform her body permanently, not just another fad diet. And that's really, really the honest truth when it comes back to it. And if this is hitting home right now, on April 28th, and I haven't done this, guys, since January, and I don't know when I'm launching the next one, I'm opening my doors to my 90-day whole body transformation. And it's not about eating more. It's not about just doing more workouts. It's about healing your gut, resetting your hormones, and finally building a body that burns fat without extremes. And this is really for women who are done guessing, who really can commit just 3 hours a week to work smarter, not harder. And for women that really want sustainable fat loss without gaining fat in the process, and doing it in a way where they have full energy, full vitality, and it fits with their life. You don't need another diet. You don't need more cardio. It really is about doing things the right way. And I really wanted to address this topic today, because I see again and again so many women just listening to all the mainstream advice that they see on, and I'm on YouTube and stuff, but my specialty is women, 35, 40. I worked with women up into their 80s, and I worked with over 1,000 women now that struggles, that tried everything, that have these issues. And I really just want to heal people, which is why I really hop on and I do these lives, because to me, it is the most important thing to really share, educate, and help one person every single day. And I'm going through, I love this. Kate over here says, I'm 45 and in better shape now than I ever was in 25. And I think that's a huge key component, because when I hop on calls with individuals, they're like, I am so fearful of hitting menopause. I'm so fearful of what could happen. Menopause is one day. Perimenopause is around, like I said, 10 to 15 years. That's where all the shifts are happening. And if you have thyroid issues, if you have gut issues, if you feel bloated and you have chronic cravings and all these hot flashes,
This is not normal. And you don't have to have all of these. You can have few specific one of these, but it's not normal. And there is a way to do it in a way to where your vitality comes back. I get clients' cravings gone in a matter of a week. I heal people with chronic health issues, gut issues that are down to 3 foods and their whole body is swelling, that have Hashimoto's, breast implant illness, that have all of these different things going on, that have been to every doctor, spend thousands of dollars. And it's because I went through it. And that truly is what it is. And if you guys are in that place, head on my YouTube to my case studies playlist. I deep dive into all of the different healing journeys of people with, tried all the things, Hashimoto's, their colon removed, people with chronic cravings, severe yeast infections. I work with clients with endometriosis, and we get their painful periods away, them back at the gym, full vitality back in their life. And that is, to me, the biggest blessing when it comes down to it, is getting someone's health back. And they lose 5 to 40 pounds doing this. So if you're that person, I want you to send me over that DM ready on Instagram or head to the show notes below. Let's set up a call. There's only a few days left and a few spots left for my upcoming 90-day whole body transformation. And I want to get you lasting results so that you feel phenomenal and you heal your body from the inside out. And I want to make sure, though, that see if there's any other questions. This is a really, really good one, because a lot of my clients actually post-COVID now train from home. And when it comes down to it too, is I have a lot of clients that end up developing chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia that used to be athletes. Like my client Gina, she's down 40 pounds now. She lost 25 within the 90 days and continued to lose. She did Ozempic lap band. She got fibromyalgia, and she had no energy to train when it came down to it. And when we start off, if we have a lot of these different things going on, we don't just go beast mode. If we have chronic fatigue and chronic stress, you don't want to just go to the gym and try to power lift. You're going to get injured. Your muscles get stronger faster than your tendons and ligaments. So I have clients, I start them at home if they're more comfortable there, but we do need to apply progressive overload, resistance bands, weights. Those are key elements, but we have to make sure that the diet, the nutrition, the stress, the sleep, the hormones are working with the body, because I see so many women, and I hear it on these calls. They're like, I don't even have the energy anymore. And I used to love to train, and I'm pushing, and I just don't know what's wrong with me. And like with Gina, she's a great example. She had no energy to even train. And now she's back at the gym 5 days a week, back to her beast mode athlete self with full vitality in her 50s. And when the doctor said, you're broken, she did Ozempic, she did lap band, she had the fibromyalgia, then the thyroid issues came, and she tried all the things. Like literally, she came to me, she's like, you're my last resort. I don't know why. I feel a relation to you. I feel like you can help me. And I'm like, I can, because I help women like that. So yes, resistance training is very important, but it's about really customizing everything to the individual, looking at their health, looking at their injuries, if they have shoulder injuries, hip replacements, and really setting it up to build stability, to build strength, longevity, while giving them the body composition changes that they're looking for. So I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Again, if you're ready to transform your body permanently, send me over that DM ready on Instagram or head to the show notes, and let's set up a call to see if we're the perfect fit for my next 90-day whole body transformation, so we can get you permanent results once and for all. I love you.